NFL is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019. Former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. In an NFL game, deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Will take over at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Fritz pass.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 76 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more
person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Operating from the gun. Britt, that's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now Lutz for the field goal try.
Lutz on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
3. Buccaneers, nothing.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Brought down at the 40.
Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
DeAndre Swift.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw. Britt. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be this game.
On 1st and 10, Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Number 80. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Britt. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Heineke. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try it now with Swift. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown.
Nothing.
2nd and 8 coming up. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Ronald Jones.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
Tackle. On 2nd down, Clancy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out.
But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Weber. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On second and 11 now. Haskins looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal.
7-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
Ties the game at 3-3.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
24-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Running is Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Haskins. Got a man open, it's Ross. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. Here's Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Jones, the ball.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the turn next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly what you've said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen. Keep his confidence up. Got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Well, they disrupted already for 3 INTs. Not much there, only a yard. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle to Evans.
Haskins pass.
Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. To throw again on second down. Haskins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, Haskins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. 35-21, the final score. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Haskins is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Bullock on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half. Fournette,
a first down carry. And And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Yards remaining on second down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
He's sacked. A loss of 13.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Buccaneers 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their... You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play. Brings up 10 at the Bucs' 48-yard line.
Now Heineke. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
6 yards.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Makes the score Lions 16. Buccaneers 3.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 26-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
For number 11, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 43 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Haskins back to the air. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Haskins pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Clancy looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This is caught. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Haskins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
And for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
He'll look to throw. Fights through him. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 48-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
46-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Devin White on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Lions.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Loss of 6 yards.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz puts this one through.
It is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
Lions 19. Buccaneers 10.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
24-yard line.
So now the Bucs down by 9. At time, a huge factor. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Haskins. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. To throw the football.